what's up everyone? Ashley here. Welcome to Ashley Talks Movies. I have another review for you. For this video, I'm going to be talking about Land, the new film from Wright, who not only stars in the film, but directs it as well. The film follows Edee, a woman unable to process her grief following a tragic loss, and so she decides to seek out a new life, living off the grid in the harsh wilderness. Before I get into a full review of the film, do me a favor, if you like my videos and you like my channel, hit that subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. Also hit that notification bell so you get notified every time a new video is posted. Okay, so on to the review. Land is a thoughtful and emotional film, and it really is a really impressive directorial debut from Wright. The film explores how people deal with loss, grief, loneliness, and isolation, and she does a really good job of capturing all that. And Wright does a really good job here, not only just behind the camera, but in front of the camera. With her performance, we're able to get a real sense of Edee's grief and pain without really knowing what caused it, at least at first. And as Edee battles the elements, the wilderness, just trying to survive, she's also dealing with this internal struggle that's tied to her loss. And Wright is able to capture that suffering so well with this very quiet and subtle performance. There's also a really nice performance from Demian Bichir, who plays Miguel, and he's a man who Edee meets through a chance encounter, and he sort of helps her along the way while she's going through this during this time. Land is a simple film, and that's definitely a compliment. And with Wright here as the director, she has a good sense of how to really capture that isolation and remoteness, and she really has a good sense of how to use silence to really tell this story. There's so many parts, at least at the beginning of this movie, where there's hardly any dialogue. I do want to mention the cinematography, because this film is absolutely gorgeous. Majority of the story takes place in the wilderness, and the visuals are just stunning. You have these really majestic shots of this vast wilderness, mountains and rivers, and these open spaces, and how this film is able to capture those landscapes really was a nice visual break from sort of the day-to-day reality. It was very peaceful and calming, which again ties into the story, and how Edee is dealing with her grief. I will say, as solid as Land is, the story doesn't really do anything new or transformative in terms of how it talks about grief and talks about how people deal with it. So that was a bit of a letdown. But overall, Land is a very good film, and so I do think it's worth seeing. There's some really interesting elements that it's discussing. Again, it is a really nice story in terms of how it is showing how this woman is dealing with grief and loss. And Wright does a great job in front of the camera, but also behind the camera. So those are my thoughts on Land. The film is currently in theaters, but I believe it's going to be on demand in a few weeks. So if you get a chance to watch the film, share those thoughts with me in the comment section below. While you're here, like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this.